Hello everyone, my name is Dustin, and welcome to Becoming a Legend. I'm not a legend, but I would like to be someday. If you are a legend, welcome. I'm glad that you're here. I've had a lot of experience with your kind, and I'm thankful, so very thankful for people like you who have spent so much time to lift and strengthen and bless the lives of other people. And that's really the reason why I want to spend some time talking about legends and what it takes to really become a legend. I grew up in North Las Vegas, and there wasn't a lot of good examples where I grew up. It was kind of a rough neighborhood. I'm sure you've had similar experiences growing up where you look around and you wonder, is this all there is to life? Just the cycle of addiction, craziness, a maze, a rat race that goes absolutely nowhere and adds no value whatsoever to anybody. I didn't like it. I remember, but I had a lot of fun. I should say that though too, but it wasn't real joy. When I was about 19 years old, I remember going back to my old high school and supporting some event that my little brother was in. And I saw an old English teacher, and he looks me up and down. He's like, "Yep, that's about what I thought you'd amount to." And it seemed like in that moment, the whole world just kind of stopped for me. And it was like came out of my body and just looked at myself and thought about my life for a minute. You know, I had a tie-dyed shirt on. I had super long curly hair, shorts on, not short shorts, but shorts, and flip-flops. I probably hadn't bathed in a few days. I was stinky, smelling like a bunch of stuff that I probably shouldn't be smelling like, and it was just really pathetic. But his words, "Yep, that's about what I thought you'd amount to," really hit home for me. I thought about a lot of experience that I had up to that point. I remember being in the 6th grade. No, it was the 5th grade, and having one of my teachers just grab me by the shoulders and push me up against the wall, and she was like, "You're going to be a dropout by the 6th grade." And far out, she probably had seen a lot of people like me and assumed that was what was going to happen. And then I even look back further, and I remember in the 3rd grade, I don't even know what I did, but I ended up getting this orange sticker on my desk and having to move my desk to the bad side of the room, where I pretty much stayed the duration of my educational experience. It was just really, really rough for me. And I realized, he was right. I wasn't going anywhere. I wasn't doing anything productive with my time. I was a waste of space, a waste of oxygen, and I knew it, and I didn't want to be like that. And so that, coupled with several other experiences that were driving me in a direction to change, I started making changes, and I tried to surround myself with better people and people that would lift me up and help me to become better. And I remember one particular individual as a religious leader. He just had so much faith in me that I could be a good person, and I did not believe him. I laughed at him, and I just did not think that he was right at all. And there were several people that were like that, and eventually their encouragement got me to start taking action in a positive way. Like, I started doing good things and trying to help people and help myself. And I remember getting one gentleman set me down, amazing legend. His name is Sam Aston, and he asked me, what are you going to do with your life? Have you ever thought about an education, going to school? And obviously my school experience wasn't very good. I even got expelled in junior high school. I went to they called it an opportunity school. It was bad. And so I didn't like the thought of school at all, but I loved the thought of education. And I humbled myself in that moment, and I realized that he had some wisdom that I obviously didn't have, and so maybe I should listen to this guy. And so I did. He even presented me with an option. It was a small business college in the next state over, in the state of Utah. And so I applied, and surprisingly I got accepted. I was absolutely shocked, but very, very thankful. And so I packed up my backpack, and I took a guitar, and I moved to Utah. It was crazy. And I remember another legend let me stay in his house for a week or two until I could find an apartment and a job. And so I imparted my guitar to him and his family, and thanks for letting me crash at their place until I can get settled. And that's really all I had to give. And all I had left was that backpack and whatever was in it. I don't even remember what was inside of it now, but I managed to find a couple of jobs and a very small studio apartment, where one of those apartments where everything is in the same room. So, it's 100, 200 square feet or something crazy. And you got the bathroom, the kitchen, the dining room, the living room, the bedroom, all in one room. So it was easy to give tours when people showed up. And I didn't mind it. It was nice and small and tiny and quiet, right downtown, next to work, next to school. It was good. And it was here at this school that I started meeting more legends, great people who had sacrificed so much to be at that school teaching, simply to lift other people. And these people had lifted my level of thinking about myself and what I was actually capable of doing. And I just continued to grow and to progress, and I was very, very thankful for all of those people. And it was then at that school that I grew a passion for business. And I suck at business. I'm trying to get good at it. I've tried so many things that have failed miserably, and even now I'm not successful in business at this moment. I'm certainly trying to. I've started a lot of small businesses. I've got like 20 something websites that I do absolutely nothing with. Becoming a Legend is one of those websites, so I'm actually doing something with this one as of right now. And I've owned a dry cleaning business where it was insane. I was working like 16, 18-hour days until my hands were actually bleeding. 6 days a week. I closed the shop on Sunday so I could have at least one day of sanity and rest. But it was a wild experience. I didn't get paid for an entire year, and eventually sold it and was free from that heavy burden. Anybody who owns a small business like that, or who has ever read The E-Myth Revisited by Gerber, knows what I'm talking about, knows the pain that comes with owning a small business. It was not pretty. And so I tried other things. E-commerce. I remember I started a Kickstarter campaign. I thought it was the greatest idea in the world. It was for fine art projected night lights. And I learned video. I learned how to utilize other people's talents in creating something. I had relationships with people in China, and I felt like I learned so much up to this point that I couldn't fail at this, because I just learned so much. And I was so ready to succeed. And I didn't know much about marketing, and so I outsourced that. And it was a company that, one of those people that are like, we can get you funded, and we're going to do all these great marketing things for you, and all you have to do is pay us $3,500, and if you sell anything or it actually blows up, then you have to pay us like 90% of everything. And I was like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Where do I sign? And they wouldn't take credit cards or anything, so I took my hard-earned cash, $3,500, and I just handed it to them. I was like, here you go. Make me proud. This is going to blow up. I know it's going to blow up. And guess what happened? Absolutely nothing. I gave them that money, and I had a 0 return on my investment. That was really hard because it took me a long time to save up that money, and it was a kick to the gut. I literally went into, oh man, my battery's dead. Anyway, I don't know what just happened, but I had to stop my camera for a second because it said it was going to sleep. I don't even know what I was talking about. Let's see here. Oh yeah, marketing. Dudes, gave them money and it failed big time. I was literally weeping in the fetal position after that one because of how much I believed that it was going to work, and it did not work. It took me probably 6 months before I got up off the floor and tried something else, which the next thing failed too. I've done so many crazy things, and I've learned so much along the way. And recently, I've started a new project. It's called the 30-Day Challenge. I came across a book called DOTCOM Secrets by a dude named Russel Brunson. I'll show it to you. I have it here. DOTCOM Secrets. It's a good book. And in fact, it's an amazing book. As I started going through his little website, which I don't think I'm supposed to call it a website. It's like a sales funnel, or ClickFunnel rather. He's the owner of ClickFunnels, $100 million business. And I upgraded to the black box, which includes his other book, Expert Secrets, and a bunch of other pamphlets that I haven't read yet, but I have really enjoyed his books. And the 30-Day Challenge, it's week 2 right now, day 1 of week 2, and they challenged us to create content every day. And this is something that's hard for me because I don't feel confident talking to you people. In fact, it's probably just my mom watching anyway, because she's always been so supportive of my crazy ideas. Hi, Mom. Thank you for watching this video. I bet you're the first one to watch it. I appreciate you. Anyway, so building content every day. And then you grow into this person that people can follow and purchase things from. Anyway, so I'm going to take you on my journey I've already been on for like 15 years and have made so many mistakes and so many failures that hopefully I can teach you how to avoid. So if I can, even though I'm not successful right now, if I can lift you to where you don't have to fail as much as I have, then that's a win, right? Because you're doing better than me. If you could take the last 15 years of my failures, my pathetic attempts at business, and bypass them, then you're going to win faster than me. And that would be totally awesome if you could do that. Anyway, so ClickFunnels has been cool. The 30-day challenge, I've really enjoyed it so far. I've been doing everything. And it's been inspiring because I realize some of the things it talks about in the course. It's not about, you shouldn't spend too much time figuring out the how. And that's what I do. I spend time figuring out how to do marketing because I don't want to get screwed over again, spending over $3,000 for something that's not going to return any investment to me. So I spent some time studying marketing so that won't happen again. I need to understand how to do that, or at least how not to be duped into paying that kind of money to an organization that's not going to crush it. Anyway, so I've spent a lot of time learning the hows. How do I make a video? How do I record audio? How do I build something or design something in Photoshop? How do I use WordPress? How do I use ClickFunnels? How do I do all of this stuff? I need to figure it out. And that, my friends, is what has kept me running in circles probably for the last 15 years or so. Or 10 years. Maybe it hasn't been 15 years. I just turned 37 the other day. But I'm still young. Super young. I'm going to be a freaking legend as soon as I figure this out. It's going to be great. Anyway, so I'm excited to try this ClickFunnels thing. I have some products lined up that I want to use to put inside of a funnel, mostly marriage related, improve relationships and help people in that regard, because I failed a lot in that area too. And so I've definitely learned some lessons that I might be able to save you guys from making mistakes that I have made. But I've been blissfully married for 10 years now, and in that 10 years I've made a lot of mistakes too, that I've learned from and that I've improved, and that I've become a better husband because I've decided to actually learn lessons and not do stupid things. Let's see. So ClickFunnels, awesome stuff. Becoming a legend, that's really what I want to help all of you guys do. This is my first video. I'm going to try to create more of these every day. I'm not going to try. A wise person once told me way back in the day, steers try, bulls get it done. I want to be a bull. I don't know what that means. Maybe you could look it up and tell me if you comment on this or something, and you could educate my mind. I want you to become a legend. I want to become a legend. I want us to be successful in whatever we are dreaming of, whatever we decide we want to do. Let's be successful at it and let's figure it out. Let's learn the cheat codes and make it happen. So if you have any advice for me going forward, I would love to hear what I can do to make these videos better. Or this one video. I might not continue to make videos. I don't know. I don't want to because I'm nervous and I'm afraid what people will think. I'm afraid because I'm a failure and I haven't succeeded. So why am I making videos about trying to be successful? I don't know. But you know what? I know there's at least three types of people in the world, right? You got the people who will love you, like your mom, like my mom, no matter what. You got the people that are going to hate you no matter what. There's nothing you could do about those people. So haters are going to hate. I accept that. And then you got the people that are just kind of like, meh, whatever. Don't care one way or the other. And so I don't take offense to hatred. If I could take the meh people and lift them to be like, oh, that's cool, or this is awesome, or I learned something, or I'm excited, and that's great. And the people who love me, like my mom, maybe we can learn something together and build something great. Anyway, you guys are awesome. Become a legend. Let's do this. I'll try to do it every day. No, I will do it every day. That's my commitment to you for now, even though it's going to be hard. Anyway, I love you all. Have fun and become a legend.